hope will be a marvellous occasion. From Aberdeen, they've travelled from the north this morning, and they really are determined to make this a special day out. Conditions couldn't be better for the occasion, with the sun overhead and the playing surface absolutely immaculate. A tribute really to the Celtic ground staff for the way in which they've turned this stadium out this afternoon. And these Rangers supporters in the jungle, many of them, and round behind the goal to the right at the traditional Celtic end. And there's the jungle with the Rangers supporters populating that area. It will not be the last occasion though in which football will be played. There's another game coming up, a charity game on Tuesday, which will see the last time the jungle is in evidence without seating. And a sea of red and white, it really is a glorious occasion. Colour at both ends, and that red and white certainly makes a huge impact on the proceedings. These Aberdeen supporters here, I think, with high hopes of a tremendous end to the season. So the teams will emerge very shortly. The treble is what these Rangers fans are hoping for only the fifth time in Rangers history. Twice in the 70s, 1976 and 1978. Back in 1949 it is the first time, then again in 1964. And Walter Smith has the opportunity this afternoon to be the manager who leads the side to a treble again. The long high view of the stadium with anticipation enhanced all around as the teams are awaited. Really is a tremendous setting, Billy.
Yes, it's a perfect occasion and perfect weather and a tremendous pitch for a cup final. I think it's a credit to John Hayes and his ground staff. They've got the ground in excellent order, and I don't think anyone will have any complaints about the condition. But we're looking forward to a good final, and hopefully it'll turn out to be that.
And of course, these team selections causing great discussion around the stadium before the match. But we're going to have a very colourful episode in just a second or two, with the balloons behind each set of goals about to be released. And that really will enhance the whole colourful scene very shortly indeed. Fans waiting for that as the activity goes on down below us. A tremendous noise around the stadium at this stage, with just about 7 or 8 minutes left until kick-off. The team's due out of the tunnel at any moment now. There's that big red bag there behind the goal, which will house all these balloons until they're released in just a moment or two. And at the other end, it's exactly the same situation. Well, it's the first time since 1921 the Scottish Cup final has been played here. It has been played 4 times in all: 1902, 1903, 1913 and 1921, when only 28,000 people were here to see Partick Thistle's only cup win. Well, some balloons already. The white sheet there with the balloons, and all the activity in the tunnel area suggesting the teams are preparing to emerge from the tunnel. Well, there's been some delay before the cup final this season, but while there may have been some regret about that in the last week or so, that's all forgotten now. It's the tense atmosphere you would expect as the balloons are released at both ends of the stadium. The red and white for Aberdeen, the red, white and blue at the other end for Rangers, just adding to the colour of the occasion. And the teams are now emerging, led by the match referee Jim McCluskey. His linesmen are Ian Cathcart and George Maguire. Fourth official there, Bill Crombie, with the spare balls and the substitute boards. The mascots lead out the two teams. The welcome for the players, tumultuous. Tense moments before the start as the presentation party emerges there from the tunnel. led by the new SFA President Bill Dickey from Motherwell, Sir Hector Munro, the Minister with responsibility for sport in Scotland, and then the officials of the clubs with the Chief Executive of the SFA, Jim Farry, bringing up the rear. David Murray, the Rangers chairman, making his way to his seat in the director's box. Walter Smith being introduced there by Donald Finlay, the Rangers vice chairman, to Bill Dickey, and Sir Hector Munro. Ian Donald, the Aberdeen vice chairman, coming through there. The young mascot there for Rangers, Andrew Johnston from Stirling, attends Dollar Academy, 13-year-old, and his hero there is Andy Gorham there, shaking hands with Ian Donald. So the introductions going on. Bill Dickey, of course, will know all these players extremely well. Sir Hector Munro may not be quite so familiar. Peter Howster missed out last season from the Rangers side, but he's in for the start this afternoon. So the match officials there being introduced. They have such an important role to fulfill this afternoon. So referee Jim McCluskey, second from the right. It's his first Scottish Cup final. Already handled 6 internationals though, and 35 European ties. And here's Willie Miller bidding there to become only the third player or manager, the captain and manager side to the Scottish Cup victory. The Aberdeen substitute, young Lynn Massey, a 14-year-old from Peterhead Academy. So Ian Donald carrying out the introductions there, the Aberdeen vice chairman. Stuart McKimmie, a very long spell out with injury, but he's back in the side. Mixu Patalainen lost in the Dundee United side of 1988. Lee Richardson capping a brilliant first season for Aberdeen. Angus Meldrum there from Terent Caledonian, the sponsors going through also. So the Rangers team confirmed once again. Neil Murray will be the youngest player in the field at the age of 20. Ian Durrant wears McCoy's number 9. 4 of these players, McPherson, Ferguson, Howster and Murray, did not play in the winning team last season against Airdrie. And this is an idea of how they may line up for the match. Well, Durrant there beside Haitley may well withdraw a little, make it a 5-man midfield, but that's a likely formation for Rangers. On the Aberdeen side, Willie Miller had a number of selection problems. He solved them this way. With Stuart McKimmie coming in, Gary Smith, the unlucky defender, left out, and Ian Jess not deemed perhaps fit enough to start this match on the bench with Smith. And there could be a number of formations for Aberdeen, but here's a very likely one. The fullbacks could switch, of course, Stephen Wright and Stuart McKimmie. There's also the possibility of a sweeper and 2 markers in defence. And Mixu Patalainen could withdraw to a position wide on the left, rather than starting off in a 3-man front line. So Mixu Patalainen had that disappointment in 1988, losing to Celtic in the final when he played for Dundee United. Willie Miller's first signing for the club when he became manager, at the cost of £400,000. And Ian Durrant has come back from that dreadful injury sustained way back in October 1988, and he could be a key man this afternoon with a floating role up front for Rangers. So Scott Booth will be up front with Duncan Shearer. He's already scored his first international goal, the youngest player in the Aberdeen side at 21, and a big prospect for the future. And Mark Haitley savoured that occasion a year ago when he won in the match against Airdrie for Rangers. He's played all over Europe, but still sees this as a huge occasion. So the tense closing moments of the build-up coming to an end. It's Rangers who will kick off, and the match referee there, Jim McCluskey, capping a very impressive career in the middle, the 42-year-old company director. He was a linesman in the cup final 10 years ago between these two clubs. So the 108th Scottish Cup final is underway. And Dave McPherson lofts that high ball hopefully forward, and indeed there is confirmation already that Stephen Wright is playing at right back and Stuart McKimmie at left back in the opening stages. There's been some tinkering in the midfield by Aberdeen also. They're opening up with 4 in the middle. Mason on the right, Grant and Richardson in the middle with Patalainen on the left, leaving Booth and Shearer up front. So these are the changes in formation for Aberdeen. The Rangers though, with does indeed look as though Ian Durrant has taken up a withdrawn role, leaving Mark Hateley as a lonely spearhead up front. So that will give the Rangers midfield players like Ian Ferguson and Stuart McCall a licence to come surging forward in support of Hateley. John Brown has had his best season without question of his career so far, hoping to cap that with another Cup Winners' medal. There's Duncan Shearer, his first Cup final. Now Paul Mason, looking for Patalainen, an ambitious first-time effort. There's Brian Grant, and a fine effort there by Grant. The referee's given the goal kick. Grant thought that Gorham did a touch. But what a very sprightly start here by Aberdeen. A miskick initially by Patalainen. The first-time effort from Grant appeared to come off the outside of the post.
Well, it's a very positive start by Aberdeen that they pushed 3 players forward. They look to be testing Rangers at the back, and they're really having a go in the early stages.
So this Tennent's Scottish Cup final getting off to a marvellous start. Gough going in very late indeed on both. Well, Richard Gough's had a lot of injury problems this season. Such an influential member of that defence, the organiser, and Scott Booth will test him to the full this afternoon, I've little doubt. So a free kick pumped in here by Alec McLeish, looking for Irvin. He was marked by Gough. It's kept in by Mason. No, it had gone over for the goal kick. So an interesting formation that, with Aberdeen opening up, matching Rangers 4-4-2. Brian Irvin, the scorer of 8 goals for Aberdeen this season from centre-back, a very impressive tally. There's Durrant. Murray's pass, looking for Hateley. A push in the back there by Hateley on Irvin. Clear foul by the Rangers striker. There couldn't really be any argument at all about that.
It was one of these challenges that I think Mark Hateley went in strong, but wasn't all that much wrong with it, but the referee probably just wants to keep a tab on things early on.
So still sheer bedlam around us coming from this 51,000 capacity crowd. Irvin returns the header. Gough winning it well there from both. Here's Richardson. Patalainen. Richardson again. No offside with Brown peeling back there. Looking across towards the linesman here. Well, it's interesting to find Scott Presley on the bench for Rangers. Maybe some suggestion, Billy, that Richard Gough and John Brown causing some fitness concern to Walter Smith.
Well, I think so. I can't think of any other reason. I thought maybe Walter would have used one of his more experienced players, but they may be just apprehensive that either Richard Gough or John Brown are still not completely recovered from the injuries they had.
Good play here by Mason. Still Aberdeen keeping the pressure on. This is Booth trying to get away from Ferguson. A very good tackle, and it's certainly a very business-like start by Aberdeen. Good play here by Paul Mason, and Gorham beating the ball to safety. So Stephen Presley and Gary McSwiggan are on the bench for Rangers. Gary Smith and Ian Jess for Aberdeen. Lots of movement inside the area here. McPherson following Patalainen everywhere. There's Alec McLeish in the attack. This is Shearer trying to hold off Brown. Now Grant. Back with Richardson. Tackle there came from McCall. It came in late. And Richardson didn't appreciate that at all. Well, he's in a short fuse, Lee Richardson, and Stuart McCall would know that, of course, making that crunching tackle undoubtedly late.
It's really challenging. Actually, Stuart McCall can maybe consider himself just a little bit lucky that the referee didn't take his name. It certainly gives indication that he wants to win this game.
So here's Mason over the free kick. Wright offering an option on the flank. Receives the pass now. By Brown. Mason to Wright. Mason again. Very good touch, Paul Mason. Across goes Shearer with Goff. Good marking there by Richard Goff. The Rangers captain was very sharp for that tackle. Well, Aberdeen clearly looking for a very brisk start to the match. They want to seize the initiative. They're going the right way about it right now. Headed by Goff. David Robertson was fouled by Scott Booth inside the area. It landed very awkwardly to Robertson. Well, the distinction of having a winner's medal for both these clubs. David Robertson in the winning side in 1990 for Aberdeen. Clearly fouled here by Booth, who was jumping into the fullback. So a winner's medal for Aberdeen in 1990, then a winner's medal last year for Rangers against Airdrie. Well, some hard thinking perhaps to be done among the Rangers players out there, Billy, because Aberdeen really have tried to take the initiative.
Well, they've certainly taken the initiative in the early stages, and they're testing Rangers at the back. I like the system that they're using because you've got Paul Mason playing very wide on this side and Patalainen holding a wide position on the left. So they're giving the front two lots of room to test the two centre-backs. And at the moment they're playing very, very positively, and they're testing Rangers at the back.
So the Rangers supporters realise now, they didn't know it before, they're in for a very tough match this afternoon. Hadley's head up. Good covering play there by McKimmie. He's put under pressure though by Durant. Support comes from McPherson. Durant takes over again. This is Murray. Came off McKimmie, says the linesman. Throw to Rangers. Durant over-hitting the ball, and that first concerted Rangers attack of the match ends in a goal kick to Aberdeen. So Davy Dodd standing there in the dugout area. There's McKimmie's clearance. And the offside flag is up against Scott Booth. This is McCall charging forward for Rangers. Durant takes over. Good covering play there by Mixu Patalainen, fulfilling that wide left midfield role extremely well. McKimmie forward, and the tackle from the rear by McPherson. Adjudged fair by referee McCluskey. Here's Richardson, very powerful. Got a hefty collision there with John Brown. The result is a throw to Rangers. The referee indicating Richardson had the last touch. Well, the fourth official, Bill Crombie's had to have a word with some of the Aberdeen coaching staff. They reacted very strongly to that tackle by McPherson on Patalainen. And Bill Crombie had to go across there to the dugout. Drew Jarvie and Roy Aitken not at all happy with that tackle, making their feelings plain. This is Shearer. Very good first-time pass. Paul Mason. Stephen Wright was powering past him on the outside. Comes off David Robertson's face. Here's Neil Murray. McCall charging through the inside left channel, supporting Mark Hateley. Good play by Irvin. Trying very hard to prevent the corner kick. Trying unsuccessfully. But he really did keep his eye on the ball there as Hateley tried to control that on the run. Good defending by Irvin. So Durant will take the corner. Goff has gone forward, so has McPherson. Away by Irvin, who was marking Hateley. That's John Brown. That is Mason's header. Here's McCall. Robertson at the back. And that played much too long for Hateley, who turns to complain to David Robertson. They wanted the ball pitched into feet. Was it touched on by McPherson? No, says the referee, not before it went out of play. fact, the free kick's been given for a push by Patalainen on McPherson. Here's Durant linking with Haitley. Good play again by McKimmie. Well, out for the bulk of the middle part of the season, Stuart McKimmie, then played 10 straight games in a row, then missed the last 3. Here's Richardson. Looking for Shearer. That was a good opening for Aberdeen, created by Richardson's run from midfield. So the header away by Irvin. So here's McKimmie with the throw. Dave McPherson's header, the call. Well, such a vital player for Rangers, wearing his lucky number 2 jersey. That's the jersey he normally wears when he scores goals, he reckons. All his goals this season scored in that number. Well, a late tackle by Brown. Once again, the Aberdeen bench is up to a man. McKimmie showing no malice there, or no ill will rather. Drew Jarvie and Roy Aitken in his feet, and we'll see why here. And a very clear trip by Brown on McKimmie. Still work for Bill Crombie, the 4th official down there. Free kick taken by McKimmie. Breaks off McPherson. Ferguson towards Murray. Grant caught Ferguson late. The referee will have to be vigilant here, I reckon. Murray going forward, running straight into McKimmie. This is Richardson. Inviting Booth to go sprinting through. There's no problem there for Richard Gough. So Richard Gough now has had the disappointment of 3 losing finals for Dundee United, then for Spurs in 1987, then for Rangers in 1989 before winning a year ago here in Glasgow, but it was over at Hampden, of course. That's Haitley. Given Halstra. Had to be quick to reach that. He didn't make it. Linesman flag up on the far side. Halstra's had very little chance so far in the opening 13 minutes to demonstrate his trickery on the left flank for Rangers. It's been a nice brisk start to the cup final, and we've seen some determined play in the early stages from Aberdeen. Richardson made some good breaks forward, but unfortunately for Aberdeen's final pass just hasn't picked out a man. But Aberdeen must be happy with the way they've started the game. Yes, you're right in that support role to Haitley. McCall looking for Haitley, it's a great ball in. There's Durant. Terrific play there from Rangers and from Mark Haitley in particular. Ian Durant under severe pressure here. A great ball from McCall. I did look at the direction here from Haitley, looking for Durant, with 2 defenders challenging, and that enabled Stephen Wright to tidy up for Aberdeen. Richard Gough, the header which goes straight to Brian Grant. Great pass that from Shearer, his first touch with immaculate. This is Booth getting away from McCall. And he settles for a corner. Came off David Robertson. A very swift counter-attack from Aberdeen. Well, so far it's the kind of a final we have every right to expect from Scotland's 2 top clubs for the season. Powerful header there by Patalainen. Back with Grant. Here's Mason. An offside flag up on the near side. A free kick it is to Rangers. Well, that was a very fine move by Rangers from the reverse angle. You'll see the quality of the pass played here by McCall. Durant made the run. The header came from Haitley. There was Grant and Irvin making life difficult for Durant.
That's the threat that Mark Haitley carries, because he's so good in the air that he can get up there, he can hang, can pick out one of his colleagues. Durant was only inches away from opening the scoring there.
So that will give Rangers some encouragement. Willie Miller has now appeared down on the track side. The Aberdeen manager has come down from the director's box. Hasn't lasted long up there. Here's Robertson. Good play by Wright and by Mason. Delightful pass for Wright. Good running also from Grant, matched by Ferguson for Rangers. Good tidy play from Grant. Customary fashion. Breaks now off Halstra for Richardson. Gorham taking no chances. Not the most decisive punch. It's McKimmie with Neil Murray. Well taken down by Irvin. Good awareness shown there by Paul Mason. Headed by Brown. Richardson caught late by Ferguson. There's some very tough tackling going on out there. Now Ferguson and McCall against Grant and Richardson in the heart of the midfield. Really is fascinating battle of strength and skill. Willie Miller now being spoken to by Bill Crombie. Clearly Willie Miller not happy with some of the tackles that have been dished out early on. And there with a foul by Ferguson on Richardson. Now Duncan Shearer may well try to test Andy Gorham from here. Could it be Richardson? No, it's Shearer. Disguised pass to McKimmie. Brian Irvin is there. There's a good header across the 6-yard line. Entitled to expect some support coming from that area, Irvin. And the counter-attack is on. There's Murray. An excellent play by Snelders. Fine goalkeeping by the Dutchman. And what a great ball it was also from Stuart McCall from that deep position, looking for Neil Murray on the break. Well, it's a match which is shaping to be something of a classic. We've had total commitment, a lot of skill, some good passing, some tough tackling. With Scott Booth. Misunderstanding there with Patalainen. Across goes David Robertson. The free kick goes to Rangers. Well, I've always got some sympathy the player is trying to keep the ball in play, as Booth was trying to do there, but guilty a bit of wrestling on Robertson. Well, Scott Booth doesn't agree with the referee. Headed on by Haitley. And Durant is bundled over there by McLeish. McLeish complaining bitterly that his jersey was being held all the time. That's why he is so incensed. You'll see there a bit of a battle between McLeish and Durant. Well, he said a few words too many for the liking of referee McCluskey, the Aberdeen captain. So the free kick being taken here by Durant, rifled in well. That's a good clearance by Patalainen. Richardson helps it on. There's David Robertson. A casual, hopeful ball forward. McKimmie being invited to send that wide on the right for Mason, who slipped at the wrong moment for Aberdeen. There's McCall, full of hustle and urgency as usual. And now Robertson. Halstra. Good challenge there by Stephen Wright. Halstra trying to get back. The throw it is to Aberdeen. 20 minutes of the Tennant Scottish Cup final gone. No scoring, but no lack of action. Foul throw given against Stephen Wright. So the Rangers team, there's confirmation of the way they have indeed lined up.